I recently went to my high school reunion and it was fascinating to see who achieved their dreams and who didn't. I spoke to one of my old classmates and he told me that he hated his life. When I asked him why, he said, "This is not what I saw myself doing with my life. I'm so damn depressed and I'm working a job I hate. I have no idea how to get out of this." And my heart broke for the guy, but I realized this is actually the situation that most of us find ourselves in. Think about it. How many people actually end up pursuing their passion in life? Not many. Most people end up settling. I mean, it's a situation that I found myself in before I figured out that I could use YouTube to make a living. Let's be honest, there is absolutely nothing special about me. I was a guy that didn't know what the hell he wanted to do with his life. I picked undecided as my major in college and I was just spinning my damn wheels. And then quite suddenly, everything changed when I discovered the power of YouTube. And I realized that you could literally make millions of dollars following your passion. I went from living in the ghettos of LA to having an online business making millions of dollars a year. And this wasn't some complex business with hundreds of employees and years of work. This was me and my best friend, two college dropouts, following our passion for self-improvement. So how did we do it? It all came down to what I talked about in the YouTube video, Kevin Kelly's 1,000 True Fans Theory. We realized that if we wanted to make money while also following our passion, we needed to find a core following of people that loved what we put out. And that's what this video is going to tackle. So let's do a quick recap of the 1,000 True Fans Theory. This has been cited by some of the world's most famous entrepreneurs and is commonly accepted as the most critical piece of advice for anyone looking to start their own business. And this is what it is. If you want to make a living as a creator, you need to find 1,000 people who would be interested in buying what you produce. Before the internet came along, this was actually very difficult to do. However, now it's very achievable as long as you take the right steps. I'm gonna quote Kevin Kelly since his description fits best. Whatever your interests as a creator are, your 1,000 true fans are one click away from you. As far as I can tell, there's nothing, no product, no idea, no desire without a fan base on the internet. Everything made or thought of can interest at least one person in a million. The trick is to practically find those fans, or more accurately, to have them find you. And this is where all the information stops. Great, you know that you need 1,000 true fans, but how the hell do you get them? And also, what type of thing are you going to create in the first place to get those fans? These are the toughest questions, yet no one ever gives you a framework to figure it out. Until right now. That's what we're gonna show you in these videos. You're going to use YouTube. And as of right now, it is literally the best way to acquire your 1,000 plus true fans. Being a YouTuber is pretty damn exciting. You log into your account, the latest video got 500,000 views in under 72 hours. Not bad, you think? That's $500 in ad revenue, and oh yeah, $20,000 from the brand that sponsored the video. All for just a couple days worth of work, working on something you actually cared about. And a side note, right now you're probably thinking, there's no way you get paid that much for a brand deal. Well, YouTube creators are getting paid that much and much more for 30-second mentions at the end of a video. So here's the best part. You make all this money just by creating videos about your favorite hobby or passion. Whether that's cars, video games, beauty, social skills, self-improvement, health and fitness, whatever. Anything that you're interested in or passionate about can be turned into a YouTube channel. Can you imagine how great it would feel to have an audience of raving fans that love to watch your videos? Can you imagine how great it would feel to make a career and a living out of your biggest passion? How it would feel to never have to work a traditional job for the rest of your life? That is what's in store for you if you pay attention. So take notes and follow these instructions throughout this entire video training. I'm not exaggerating when I say that the 4 videos in this training series could be the most important thing you ever watch. They have the power to completely change the course of your life. They have the power to free you from being another person with a soul-crushing 9-to-5 office job or another college student entering a career that you absolutely despise. So take advantage while they're still available. We'll be taking all these videos down in just a few days because we don't want to make this available for people who procrastinate. Got it? Good. I'm Jesse, and over the past 5 years, my business partner Kong and I have started over half a dozen successful YouTube channels. You might know our faces from the Simple Pickup channel. However, we're also the creators of many, many other successful YouTube channels. And those channels have driven over 500 million views. Yes, over 500 million views for free. And we've been featured on some of the world's biggest publications. Now, why should you care? Because those views have enabled us to launch what are now multi-million-dollar online businesses. We've been able to create well over 1,000 true fans for multiple online niches. YouTube has enabled us to go from living in the ghetto of LA to having a startup with 19 employees and 4 offices in the heart of Hollywood. Our success on YouTube allows us to live the life that we always dreamed about, to travel when we want, to work on projects that we're passionate about, to take off as much vacation time as we want. And now I'm gonna teach you how to do the exact same thing. Here's what you're about to learn. First, I'm gonna show you exactly what it takes to be successful on YouTube. We've developed a step-by-step system for building profitable channels, and I'm gonna give you the overview. And second, I'm gonna teach you our formula for coming up with passion-based channel ideas that have a high chance of being successful. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what kind of YouTube channel you should start. Now, before we get into it, I have a feeling right now you're thinking, Jesse, that sounds great and all, but there's no way a person like me could do it. Doesn't it just come down to getting lucky a few times and going viral? No, of course not. If that was true, how are we able to repeatedly build successful channels in niches that have nothing to do with each other? It's not like we can just email the subscribers from our philanthropy channel and be like, hey, why don't you go subscribe to our dating advice channel? They're two totally different audiences. So instead of banking on luck, we had to develop a system. And that's exactly what I'm gonna teach you today. And one last thing, if you're thinking, but I can't make videos, I don't have the equipment or the skills, and I'm afraid to be on a camera, my response is, all you need is a smartphone for equipment, and those other things, they're easily teachable. Do you think when Michael Jordan stepped onto the basketball court for the first time, he had pro-level skills? Of course not. YouTube is the same. Every single YouTuber that has millions of subscribers today started out a few years ago with 0 subscribers and 0 views and 0 fancy equipment. And on top of that, pretty much all of them were once afraid of being on camera. How do I know that? Because Kong and I both felt the same way. Just look at how cringeworthy our videos were back on Simple Pickup when we were first getting started. So you've probably noticed from our videos that when we talk to a girl, we're very fun and sexual. And when I text a girl, I try to convey that same fun, sexual personality. So, does that look like $1 million camera presence to you? No, of course not. Current day YouTubers who now have millions of subscribers just fought through their fears and stuck to a process that led them to success. And you can do the exact same thing, especially with the help of our system. Now, let's talk about the system. Keep in mind, this isn't actually a system, like a giant machine that spits out viral videos. You do actually have to use your brain for this. Sorry, but that's how you know this is the real deal and not some get-rich-quick scheme. If you want real results, it's going to take real work. There is no magic pill that will make you $1 million in the blink of an eye. So here's the process our system takes you through. Step 1, you have to come up with your magical channel idea. Magical like millions of people are watching your content. And in just a minute, I'll show you how to find your own magical channel idea that's primed to go viral. This virtually guarantees your success. Step 2, you have to implement a growth hacking strategy to build your audience. Growth hacking is using strategies to massively and rapidly grow your audience for free. And you're gonna do that by using our best kept viral marketing secrets. This is gonna blow your mind, and it's what we're gonna cover in the later videos. Once you're done implementing step 2, you'll have a killer idea, you'll be building up your audience likely into the hundreds of thousands, and you'll be this close to making a living from your channel. And then we get to step 3. You have to monetize your audience. Monetize basically means make money. There's 5 key ways you can monetize your audience and leverage what we call influencer status to make a living from your fans. This is what we're gonna cover in the final video, but here's a hint. Advertising is the least effective way to monetize an audience on YouTube. In fact, we've been using a method that beats advertising revenue by over 500%. If you're surprised by that, you really gotta check out the rest of the videos to find out what really works on YouTube. And that's it. Once you master these 3 steps and learn our strategies for each one, you'll know exactly how to build a 6 or even 7-figure career out of YouTube. You ready to start your channel? Well, you better be, because I spent like 2 months of my life putting together all this free content for you, and years learning it in the first place through trial and error. I mean, I could have been watching Game of Thrones instead. So I expect nothing less from you than building the next super viral channel. So let's dive into step 1. How do you find your channel idea? What most people do is they just guess. They just pull something out of thin air and try to wing it. Or they get so stuck on trying to figure it out that they eventually give up. I am not going to let that happen to you. After years of failing and succeeding on YouTube, we've devised a shockingly simple strategy for consistently finding winning channel ideas. And to be honest, I can't believe we're giving this away. This is called the Channel Idea Scorecard. The first thing you're going to do is make a list of your passions. Your passions are things that you do for fun, things that you'd consider your hobby, things you like to read about when no one's looking over your shoulder. It's the stuff that you wish you could get paid to do. Yes, even things like playing video games. In fact, that's a very lucrative niche on YouTube. So make a list of everything you love doing. Take 5, 10, 15 minutes, however long it takes for you to get a really good list. Ideally around 15 things you're passionate about. And I swear, if you even think of saying, I don't have a single thing that I'm passionate about, I want you to imagine me giving you a serious look of disapproval. Because I guarantee there's something that excites you. So write that down. Now that you have your list, you're gonna run it through our 3-step formula to find which idea is best suited to become a successful YouTube channel. There's 3 questions to ask yourself. Question 1, on a scale of 1 to 5, how big is the audience for this topic? And yes, you're just gonna guess here. 1 is like you and your grandma like the topic, 5 is like millions of people are into it. For example, gaming, tennis, and even fitness would be a 5 because they're extremely common interests, which means there's a huge potential audience. Question 2, on a scale of 1 to 5, how much do people who are into this topic care about it? For instance, there are millions of people who like eating Pop-Tarts, but they're not exactly passionate about Pop-Tarts. Golfers, on the other hand, are rabid fans of the sport. On average, they're super passionate and would do almost anything to improve their game. It means they're really likely to watch video content about golfing. Question 3, on a scale of 1 to 5, how much would you enjoy making content about this topic? 1 is like you'd enjoy it as much as having a 7-hour dentist appointment. 5 is like it's your birthday and you won the lottery and fell in love all in the same day. Now run your entire list through this framework, and afterwards, tally up the score. Once you're done, you should have a number between 3 and 15 for each one. Remember, you should have at least a dozen or so ideas to start with. Now draw an X through all your ideas other than the ones with the 3 highest scores. Those are your finalists. They should all be above 10 points or so. If not, you may want to start over. Now, one of those finalists is going to become your channel topic. You should think deeply and choose the one that you could best envision yourself sticking with in the long run. And once you've selected your favorite, well, it's time to celebrate because you may have just stumbled on your very first $1 million channel idea. Now, I bet you're confused by one thing right now. You're thinking, wait a second, there are thousands of people with YouTube channels on this exact topic. Why would someone watch me over all the competition? And that is a great question. It's true. If you just copycat the competition, your channel will flop, meaning it will suck more than people who wear Crocs with socks. And it won't get nearly enough views for you to make a successful career and great living out of your channel. Want to know why? Because it's missing one key ingredient, an ingredient that will allow you to make viral content that's completely unique and fresh compared to what's out there. An ingredient that will solve your competition problem completely. We call it the remix strategy. No one else on the planet is using this strategy on YouTube. Why? Because we created it. The remix strategy allows you to enter a niche that's saturated with tons and tons of competition and still be able to go viral, build an audience of raving fans, and turn that channel into a massive success. It's what sets your channel up for the maximum amount of views and allows you to grow a huge audience, even if you're just starting out. Honestly, learning this one strategy can make or break your success on YouTube. Because once you've got a solid idea for your channel, the next most important element is knowing how to create successful viral videos on that topic. So, are you interested in learning the remix strategy? Well, you're gonna have to watch video 2. Yes, I did just leave you with a massive cliffhanger. In the next video, we're also gonna give you a behind-the-scenes look into why certain YouTubers like us are able to turn our channels into multi-million-dollar businesses and how anyone can do it by leveraging one key resource: attention. Attention is a billion-dollar word. And watch the next video to find out what I mean. Trust me, this is stuff you will not find anywhere else because no other YouTuber with millions of subscribers is willing to teach this stuff. But anyway, for now, just congratulate yourself on getting this far in the process. You've got your channel topic and you're so close to successfully launching it, so stay tuned for the next videos. And before you go, make sure to post in the comments below. This is an important part of the process. Tell me why you want to be a YouTuber. Describe the exact lifestyle that you want to achieve through your channel. Be really specific. It's important to visualize your goals. And also mention what your channel is about. It'll be fun to see what everyone who's watching this is thinking. We are going to read every single comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.